Hi, today I'm going to tell you about something that doesn't exist yet. Don't worry, it's not a leak of information from the Pioneer server, it's just my speculations about the upcoming event. Although can I call it an event? You're about to hear my crazy theory. But before I start the actual topic, I would like to emphasize that the things I am going to talk about are not confirmed. But in my head the theory holds together, and I just want to share it with you. Ready? First, we will start with what is certain and confirmed. The background of this event, in quotation marks, is the factions fight for glory for the Iron Throne. In short, we not only fight, but also fulfill specific goals. The goals are not known before the preparation phase, but I will talk about hypothetical goals in a moment. Why did I mention at the beginning whether I can call Arena of Honor an event? Because, according to the information available, it would be more appropriate to call it a new option, because it is a weekly event. This doesn't mean it can be boring. Of course, the first weeks will be chaotic until we learn how to operate during this event. It doesn't matter, let's move on. As part of the first phase, we can check our information, rank, leaderboard, rules, which is mostly what we can do now. For example, when it comes to Siege of Winterfell, it's clear and hassle-free. The second phase is the registration phase. In this phase, we can register alone or with a team. However, it is not written anywhere that the team must consist of allies. This is quite interesting considering the whole arena. Does this mean that we and our allies can meet on the map as enemies? We'll see. The next phase is selecting players into teams. Selection will depend on glory, rank, and power. In my opinion, this means that the lineups may not be equal in number of players, but overall they will be similar after taking power into account. The question is, what is glory rank? But I will talk about specifics in the next part. The fourth phase is the preparation phase. During this phase, we can join directly to the arena map, so something like 30 minutes before Alliance Conquest or the above-mentioned Siege of Winterfell. The penultimate phase is the battle phase. In this phase, we fight and, above all, fulfill goals. Also worth noting is the mention that we play by the rules. This is interesting, but more on that in the next part. The final phase is a summary of the player's actions. Points for objectives, killing enemy units, and healing allied units are counted here. The rules of the map are also highlighted here. This is all information that is already public. Not much, right? But there are a few clues here that take us further. First of all, glory ranks. Considering how they were described, I can confidently conclude that if there are any, personal goals will become more and more difficult as the rank increases, but the rewards will also be much more interesting. Where did the idea for personal goals come from? Take a look at the right part. They were probably not added for no reason or to create hype. Another noteworthy mention is the call for principles. What exactly is this for? There will probably be more than one map, maybe two. For example, summer and winter, and with it, different rules and goals. My theory is also supported by the last line in the rules. Take a look for yourself. Another interesting fact is the separate statement that players in castles cannot be attacked during preparations. This can mean two different things. The first is the division into players and castles, something like Alliance Conquest. The second is the division into players' castles and player units, i.e., the old Siege of Winterfell system, where our castles appeared on the map at the same time, from which we could send units. Both versions are equally likely and I cannot lean towards either of them. Would I prefer one of them? Of course, the second one. But this isn't about my preferences. The glory rank system is also interesting. Higher levels mean more benefits and rewards. Not just rewards, but also benefits. Does this mean something more specific? Possibly not, but only possible. In all the time I've been wandering around Westeros, I haven't seen a benefit event yet, not counting Kingdom versus Kingdom. But that's a different kind of event. Also permanent. The next stage in Arena of Honor is coming as ranks and seasons, which will be made public in a few days. I'll try to predict something, don't you agree? So I'll try my precognition. Ranks will be, as already described, dependent on fame. The higher you rank, the better the benefits. Maybe something like VIP. Personally, I'm betting on access to better benefits in the special arena store if one appears. The seasons will be similar to Kingdom versus Kingdom. How and why? Because I think they will be with variable rules. During, for example, the Stark season, we will earn points for killing White Walkers, and during the Lannister season for occupying important buildings. I hope that my theory will be confirmed, which I will definitely mention next week. Thank you for today. See you soon.